A customized office table helps to maximize space in compact areas, enhances visual simplicity, structural stability, easy mobility and flexibility. It boosts productivity through the ergonomic design and offers superior adaptability for modern agile workspaces. In this video, I tried modeling a Z-shaped mobile office table using Weldments, and I ran into a problem most beginners face with 3D sketches. Here is how I solved it. I used a combination of 2D and 3D sketches. Here we go, begin. First, choose your plane, begin your sketch. So I'll start with the line tool, then I add my dimensions later. So here I'm trying to sketch the lines that will give me the Z shape. So I want to use a design that involves double braces for strength of the structure. That's what I'm trying to do here. And in SolidWorks, when your sketch is unconstrained, the lines appear blue. As soon as they are fully defined or constrained, the lines changes to black. Okay. So now I'm going to dimension so it can be fully defined and constrained. Adding my dimensions now using the dimension tool, and now my sketch is fully defined. So next I'm going to combine the 2D sketch with the 3D sketch, but first I'll have to sketch a mirror copy of this onto another plane. Always there are different methods to this, but I choose to use this method of drawing exactly the same pattern on another plane. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And once I'm done with that, it gets automatically constrained. As you can see, all the lines will also appear in black. Just rush through that. So here, I'm trying to connect the two planes together after activating the 3D sketch tool. So connect the corners to make the 3D sketch so I can get that exact edge. Then click. Like I always say, there are different ways of doing this, but I choose to do it this way. And now my sketch is done, 3D sketch. So next, I'm going to apply weldments. So you can choose type of weldment you want. So you come under weldment. In case it's not activated on yours, you can always right click the open space and select it from there. So I choose the standard and the size of the pipe I want and click, and it gets automatically grouped. So you create different groups for each part of the weldments as you see fit. So that is it. Alright, just create your weldments, group them, and you're done with that. Then we move on to the next part. which will be to trim and extend the joints to make them neat. So I activate the trim extend command, click on the object I want to trim or extend, and select the boundary. Now I choose the type of joint I want, and I'll repeat that for all the joints that look messy, and I'm done with that. Next, we move to apply material. So edit material, choose the type of material you want. Each material here each of the materials, they have their specific properties. Like if you choose steel, properties are there. So just choose the type you want, apply and close. That's for apply materials. Then I can change the appearance. Under the appearance tab, if you want to apply a gloss finish or whatever finish you want to apply, you can always click and drag onto the surface or plane or the entire body. The option is always there. Next, I create holes for the fasteners, because this Z-Table will need a wooden top that will be fastened with the aid of fasteners. So I cut the holes, click on the circle command. First of all, select the surface you want to sketch on, then you activate the circle command, draw the circle and dimension, and constrain it when necessary. As always, whenever your object is fully constrained, the color changes to black. Then you go to extrude cuts, and for this extrude cut, I'm choosing to extrude up to surface, so I activate that. Click on the object after dimensioning. Okay, click on the object or your sketch, that's a circle in this case. You click on it, activate the extrude cuts command. Then select surface up to surface, not blind. I felt to be easier that way. You select the bottom surface of the side you want to cut, and check that it was done properly, and you're done. So you just repeat it for all the sides that you want to apply holes to, and you're done with that. Next, we move on to the next aspect, which will be to create the wood and the boards. So a rectangular wood, just create a new part, activate the rectangle command, and click and add the dimensions and extrude to the required thickness, and you're done with that. Next, we apply material, in this case wood. So you go to edit material, choose the type of material you want under wood, and apply and close, and you're done. Next, we move to assembling the parts. So create a new assembly, import the braces we've just made, then add the wood boards. So we're going to do them one by one, starting with the wider part. So what I'm doing here is to, first of all, constrain using the concentric tool. So I'm going to select the surface of the brace I want to place the wood on, and the bottom center of the wood. Then hold my shift key, click them together, and select the coincidence command. Then after that, I try to mate them, and so under mate, I will choose width. So I choose each corresponding side of the surface of the Z bar, and start of the wood. So that's what I'm trying to do here. You know, it's a rectangular wood board, so 2 sides. So I select each opposite sides in turn and make them opposite sides of the wood, opposite sides of the Z bar. Then I do the same thing with the other opposite side, and once you do that, everything falls in line. As you can see, rotate that a little. So I'm going to repeat the same step for the top part, adding the board on the top part. And that brings us to the next part, which is what? To add the top wood. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps. First of all, select the bottom surface of for the top wood, I'm just going to create the wood the same way I did for the first one. Let's quickly speed through that. So after modeling it, I save as a part, add dimension, save as parts, and then apply materials, save as parts, and then I bring it onto the assembly and repeat the same steps. So select the bottom surface and the length of the top part of the Z bar and click on coincident, and then go to mates, select width, then I choose the opposite sides of the board, and automatically it moves to the next one. And I do the same with the braces, choose the 2 opposite sides and that mates, and I repeat the same for the lengths of the board and the length of the Z bar. And immediately that is done, everything falls in line, and that we're done. We'll move to the next stage, to auto add fasteners. So there's an option on SolidWorks where you can auto add fasteners. Just click on that, then you select the surfaces that has the holes. So there are about 8 of them, so I'm going to select all 8, and when I'm done with selecting all the surfaces, I'll just click on done, and SolidWorks auto add fasteners. You can always edit the type of fastener you want, and that is it. Just going to speed through that. So next, we create the exploded and animated view. So still under assembly, you just go to create exploded view, just click on that, then you select your steps, and the first step here will be to remove sort of the fasteners. Remove the fasteners. Just select all the fasteners, hold your shift key whenever you are selecting multiple items. You click and drag the direction that you want it to go, then you click on done, move to the next step, click on the board, then you drag it in the direction you want. Okay, then you're done. Move to the next stage, remove the fasteners for the top layer, click each fastener while holding your shift key to select all of them, then you drag in the direction you want it to go, Then after that, done. Then next, click on the top board. Done. Click on the top board and drag it in the direction you want it to go. Then the final stage, the braces itself, that's the Z bar itself. Click and drag it in the direction you want it to go. And you're done with all the steps. And animate it. Just click on it and create animation. And that is it. You can only save the animation as a video. And cutting list and bill of materials. Open a new drawing and import the weldments. You can always adjust the scale and the view after importing. So you can always choose over here on the left pane. You can choose the view, isometric in this case. I want to be isometric view. Then I choose how I want it to appear. Then the scale, how big or how small you want it to be. And you can always click and drag to the direction you want it by just holding your Alt. Then you go to insert. You see there, you see the option to add cutting list. So on the left pane, you see the options that you can edit. You can always edit it to your choice. And once you're done, just click on the green check mark and it appears. You just click on where you want it to be, and that is it. So you can always adjust by holding your Alt, click and drag, and that is it. Cutting lists done. You can always repeat that for the bill of materials. Next, saving as step for manufacturing. You can always save as. Select, just go to file, save as. This comes up, save. Then you can choose the name, location and the format I want it to be, which is step in this case. And with that, you are done. So that is it. And thank you for staying with me up to this point. I hope you have learned one thing or the other, and if you got value from watching this video, please consider subscribing.